COVID-19 announcement.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to this book nook. It is time for another vlog. Technically this is going to be Lockdown Diaries number 2. If you haven't seen Lockdown Diaries number 1, I will link it up here. I hope I very confidently pointed in the correct corner. Because here in Aotearoa, if you don't know, we are back in lockdown. We've had a few cases of Delta up in Auckland, and we have now had a couple down in Wellington. So our lockdown has been extended by a couple of days. So it is currently Saturday is it the 19th, babe? COVID, nah, kidding. Is it the 19th, babe? Or the 20th? Huh? 21st, I've already lost track of time. It's the 21st, a Saturday, and this vlog is going to be for this weekend, and then I'll have another vlog coming at you guys for Monday, Tuesday, because I really want to document this time in lockdown. I didn't do it for the original lockdown last year because, I don't know, I just didn't. So, starting off with a classic TBR, at the end of the last vlog you would have seen the wheel spin to choose this book. I haven't started it yet. This is The Gunslinger, which is Dark Tower Part 1 in the Stephen King series, which I have been wanting to get to because Titus chose this bad boy for me. I am also currently in the middle of Blood and Honey, which is a buddy read with Annie and Iso, and I am up to page 200 of 500-ish, so 40% through this one. The sun is out today, which means that it is a hard lockdown for me because I always want to, go out when the sun's out. So I think at some point I'll go for a walk today. I want to get some editing done so you guys can have the vlog from this week ASAP, as well as some other footage I have filmed. So that's it for my intro. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. Do you guys see all of these books? It goes this deep. There's more coming. I might have gone a little bit shopping on Trade Me Books because lockdown. Why not? Who needs a better excuse to buy books than lockdown? So there will also be a lockdown haul coming to you guys soon. I have no idea when, but we'll see. Alright, I have filmed that lockdown haul, and I think it will be coming to you guys after either this vlog or the next vlog. I also have a wrap up and a Real Chooses TBR to share with you guys. So this week, oh, I cannot speak. This week might honestly just be filled with videos every other day because I've got the time to do it. Okay, yeah. I think that'll be the intro. On with the show. I just finished editing the first COVID-miss. I'm going to call it COVID-miss as a play on Vlogmas, and the first COVID-miss episode, and it's already so long, so it was a good call yesterday me to cut that off. If you hear sounds in the background, Titus is playing this Spider-Man game. I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of brunch in the form of pancakes, because that's just what I feel like. I actually feel like caramel apples, but I don't have any apples, and it doesn't feel worth going out of the bubble and going to the supermarket just for some apples, although we could get other stuff. But yeah, for now I'll just deal with some pancakes. Let's see if I can do this better than the last time I tried filming myself flipping a pancake and it went tragically wrong. Ugh. Come on. Ah. It's a bit undercooked. But it had the bubbles. The bubbles threw me off. Alrighty, the meal has been eaten, and I want to prop you up on here somehow. How can I do that? There we go. And so I'm going to read The Gunslinger. Let's be judgy about the first sentence. The first sentence is... So he has his introduction where Stephen King, I'm pretty sure it's King, talks to us, which I find fascinating. Yeah, it is him. When I read the introduction to his Green Mile, I found it real fascinating, and he has some really cool, almost diary-like entries. But official chapter 1 in The Gunslinger The man in black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. 4 out of 5. I really want to know what happens next. Alright team, so I actually didn't end up reading any of the Gunslinger because I got 2 pages in and then ended up putting on the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm looking for my sunnies, here they are. And oh my gosh, that first episode hit so hard. I was almost crying at multiple points. It's just such a good show if you haven't seen it. I know it's like kind of marketed as a comedy, but it's really relevant and critiques things. Like this first episode was all about police brutality and racism. It had so much stuff all in one. But the day is really beautiful. So Ty and I are going to go for our walk around the block. Might stop in at the dairy and get a drink or something. Yeah, just to get a little snacky snack. And just get some fresh air because it's feeling pretty claustrophobic inside when outside is looking so nice. So that's what we're gonna do. I wouldn't be able to show you around when I go out walking in here because I don't want to show the internet my neighborhood. So I'm actually gonna leave my phone at home, guys, and just breathe outside in the blue sky. So I'll see you guys when I get back. I believe the last clip was me before I went out for a walk. Obviously been back, and it's now 7 p.m. I was reading The Gunslinger and then I kind of fell asleep. So reading update, I'm up to page 56 of The Gunslinger. And I am enjoying it. It's just very much feeling like I'm reading riddles, like I'm having to piece together what happens, which is a good thing for me at the moment because I'm finding it an interesting and entertaining way to read the novel. And I can definitely see the vibe on the front cover being replicated in the book. COVID update, I think we're up to 60 community cases now with a few more in Wellington. So honestly, we're probably going to be extended even more. Some of the people who have come back as having positive tests had been at like university balls and schools, and one was a bus driver for a school. So the potential cases, like, if you imagine it on a graph, you know, has just skyrocketed for potential cases because of all the contact people could have made. But now Titus is determined to teach me chess. And honestly, these kind of games never go well for me because it requires a lot of forward thinking. And I'm not able to do that. I'm going to get smashed.
For these 2 pieces to get to the other side of the board. They're each worth 3. Rooks and queens are actually quite simple. No direction that they want.
Wait, what are the rooksies on?
So like this.
How many?
This.
As far as they want.
Sorry.
As long and far as you want.
I should say, however,
So they've got the cross on them, which means that they can go that way or that
queens
way.
are like a rook and a bishop combined. Queens are worth 9 points.
Yes,
and they
girl.
can go all the way here.
They're the most powerful ones, right? They can go
This way,
anywhere.
and this way. Whatever we go to, it is super powered. You want to keep the queen. It's your most powerful attacking piece, but it's protected. But if no one was protecting that,
I'll go first. I just realised my students have been using this.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just walked out to see Titus playing FIFA to the Lion King theme songs. Kuna Matata. I respect that, babe. Respect. Alrighty team, I made it to page 106 of The Gunslinger, which is approximately 50%, and my gosh, it is so confusing. I was just explaining to Titus that normally when you read novels that are of a, that are dystopian or science fiction-y or something, that the rules of the world are pretty clear. But this is so confusing. That's what I mean by it talking in riddles. So we're in like a, let's just call it a massive desert. And our main character, the gunslinger, who is also known as Roland, is like our main character, and he's hunting down the man in black. And along the way, there's allusions to the man in black, like resuscitating people from dead. So not even is that the word? Like him having magical powers of some sort, the gunslinger having some sort of power within his hands to make him be able to constantly reload guns and like have endless ammunition or something. But then there's also like, we've come across a second character who definitely has memories from New York and seems to have been taken to this desert place. So everything is so up in the air at the moment, but in its own way I'm really enjoying that, having to put things together. It's 9:30, so well into the evening, and I'm thinking I'll just check my work emails. Technically it's the weekend, so I am okay to not be doing any work, but when it's lockdown time, I get like this feeling of anxiety whenever I don't check my emails. I haven't checked my emails in a long time, just because that's the main way we communicate with everybody, and I don't know, I just get the closest feeling of what I imagine is anxiety, not just like nerves, like actual anxiety. And I open my emails up, like right now, I'm like, oh, how many am I gonna have? Okay, 10 emails. That's all right. I'm gonna look through this. Okay, yeah, real quick and easy. Just good kids who have done their work asking for some feedback, so I'll do that when work days are back on first thing Monday morning. I might even do it tomorrow just to get it done and make sure I have all the digital planning, but that's a tomorrow job. I think for now I might just keep reading the book. I just feel like that is off of my chest, that is done now. Who knows, I might even finish The Gunslinger tonight. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, okay, folks, that is the end of Saturday, which is day 4 of lockdown. And I've been feeling really lethargic today. So my plan right now is I'm going to write a list of everything I want to accomplish tomorrow, take control of the day rather than let the mundane day take control of me. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. I have gone around and tidied up the house. There's still like a pile of washing that I need to fold and put away, but you know what? We're doing pretty well so far. This morning, ooh, sunshine is out. This morning's COVID news is that Delta has been found linked to at least 7 high schools. Ooh, I found my tripod, guys, although it's kind of broken, so it's not the best. Apologies if it's like on a lean a bit. But yeah, it's been found to have links and of being found, I can't speak. It's in 7 high schools, or at least it was before we all went into lockdown. Some more have been found in Wellington, so again, just if you're not familiar with New Zealand geography. If my hand is the North Island, Auckland is about here, Wellington is down here, and this is where we are. So the North Island, realistically, is probably going to be in lockdown for a bit longer. There's been what we call like our places of interest. We've got like the Wellington airport, lots of like buses and stuff, and places where people gather, like bars and whatnot. So it's looking highly likely that this lockdown will go on for longer. Right now, though, we don't know. I'm not too sure if Aunt Cindy is going to tell us today, or if she's just going to hold off and tell us on Tuesday like the original plan was. She'll probably hold off, but we'll chime into the 1 o'clock news. In terms of reading, I didn't finish this yesterday, but I am only 100 pages from finishing it. So Titus is out on a run. Honestly, if lockdown continues, I might start joining him on that, or at least get myself out there doing smaller circuits, because that man is training for a marathon, and I have never run 5k in my life. so yeah, I might have to start getting out there and keeping up my fitness just to keep sane if lockdown does continue. I had something else to say. Oh, and today I think I am just going to bite the bullet and go to a grocery shop. We finished all of our HelloFresh meals, which were all really good, by the way. The only thing we found was some of them weren't as filling as the rest, which meant that we were a bit hungry afterwards. So we would just, you know, eat the leftovers or make ourselves something else. So I think if we ever got it again, we'd probably say that it was for 3 people, so we'd have more food. But yeah, I think we'll need to go out and do a grocery shop anyway, just for little things as well to keep us sane. I really want to have a little picnic out in the lawn, just because it'd be cute. And yeah, I think today I'll be able to go drop my brother his cookies off, which I made a couple of days ago, but they're still okay. I've been keeping them airtight for him. Yeah, bless him. I feel for him. He had to do a 24-hour shift. I don't know how that's legal, but that's what he had to do. So send him some love. But for now, whilst Titus is out on his run, I'll get some breakfast going when he's due back. But I'm going to sit down and see if I can make some more progress with this bad boy. Alright, mask is on. It's time to do the grocery shop. I am the designated shopper for the day. Titus is here because he'll help me pack the bags afterwards and just to get out of the house a bit, eh, babe? Mm-hmm. Okay, do I have the list? It's over here. Alrighty, let's go. Alright team, a couple of things to catch you up on, I suppose. Grocery shopping was all good, easy. I didn't go crazy, but I bought a few different snacks, which I'm excited for. And I got my hands on the apples and made some toffee apples, which you also saw. My brother came round, he picked up some cookies, and I couldn't help but give him a shoebox full of like other goodies. So like I gave him a toffee apple, some bread, and just big sister stuff. But I finished the Gunslinger and I feel so disorientated. So in the like introduction, King says that's what he wanted to evoke with this novel. He said he was inspired by this film he saw when he was 19 and how insurmountable the scope of the setting was. and he wanted to replicate that, and he's definitely achieved. Like, I feel so disorientated coming out of this. I really don't know what to think. This book reads almost like a prequel to the rest of the series. The way it ended is almost like, okay, this is the gunslinger's backstory. I feel like his real story starts here on out. Massive triggers though, just heads up, some of the words used could be quite for some people, some of the slurs he uses towards women. I say he, gotta be careful here. I'm not saying King wrote the book, but the characters, the ones that are saying it, but I'm sure you get what I mean. There's also mentions of rape and depression. There's lots of death. There's lots of, like, he looks like a cowboy, right? Lots of guns and shooting. I'm very intrigued to read book 2, but I don't think I'll be getting there anytime soon. It was a difficult read for me, just constantly having to piece things together. But Sunday evening, I'm putting that one down. I'm going to choose the next book. I could keep reading Serpent and Dove, but Annie's up to where I am up to now, which is awesome. And so I'm going to keep Serpent and Dove to the side so I can actually read it alongside them. So, that was the sci-fi fantasy prompt, which is being replaced with recently returned shelf, which I don't think will be much use for us at the moment, but she can go on there. Okay, and the next reading prompt, oh, no glare, is going to be title with a number on it. I don't think any of these have numbers on it, which are my last 3 in the pile, but I'm going to go with My Sister the Serial Killer, because serial, you get like serial numbers, right? So that's going to be my next read. For now though, I am going to do a little bit of editing so that you guys can have the vlog tomorrow morning. Okay. I want to show the vlog. Hey guys, look how good my caramel apple turned out. There's like not all of it at the bottom and it's like decently hard. I'm so proud of myself. I should do a count thing, babe, where I count how many caramel apples I eat during lockdown, because I've got a feeling it's going to amount to quite a bit.
Well, you already eaten how many?
Pardon, what was that?
How many have you already eaten?
Well, we shared the first 4, so I'm gonna say 2. I need to judge the first sentence of My Sister the Serial Killer. The first sentence is, I bet you didn't know that bleach masks the smell of blood. That's actually a pretty decent first sentence starter. I'm gonna give that a 4. Yeah, and then it's like constantly wonky because one side of the tripod doesn't like want to stand up anymore.
Well, I have any jalapenos left.
You've got them in the, you do, you've got a whole thing, no, in the door, in the little one by the door, middle shelf. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Hello vlog, it's at that point in lockdown, I don't even know what day this is, not even that far, but all I wanted was fries and chicken, so I made myself fries and chicken. That's good if I don't say so myself. I've made a massive dent. I've made a massive dent into My Sister the Serial Killer. It is such a quick read. 100 pages in fact, 100 pages in, and I'm really liking it. It's obviously easy for me to get through. The writing style is really good. I really want to know what happens. The premise of this novel, if you're unfamiliar, is that we have a sister called Coreed and her sister, we've got sisters called Coreed and Ayula. Ayula has killed her 3rd boyfriend, and Coreed is essentially responsible for getting rid of the body and the evidence. She's really good at cleaning. She's a nurse. And long story short, Ayula starts going out with Coreed's work crush, and Coreed is all like, oh no, will Ayula murder my work crush? blah, blah, blah. What happens next? And I want to know if Corey, like, eventually knacks on her sister, if Ayula even does murder the new love interest of hers. I don't know, it's really good and fascinating read. Definitely enjoying it. The newest COVID news is that we've got 70 cases in the community at the moment. And it's just going to keep rising, even though we're all in lockdown. The places of interest keeps increasing as well. I think there's like 600 places of interest now, so... Yeah, I was reading an article earlier. So what's our time? It's 7 o'clock. We're staying up decently late anyway, so we'll probably catch the 10 o'clock news and see if there's any updates. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy this meal, and keep reading. Hey everyone, so I just finished making the thumbnail for vlog 50, which was the Lockdown Diaries vlog previous to the one you're watching right now. And I was trying to find something that would like make the thumbnail pop as like, oh, COVID's back, aside from just the words. And in my head, I think yellow and white, because in New Zealand, all of our ads or posters talking about COVID have branded obvious visuals. Like you see the yellow and white stripes and you think COVID. And I was like, oh wait, so that's New Zealand. What about other countries? So So I looked up like US COVID posters. I don't know really what I'm looking at here, and I'm not coming at any countries. I'm just like, what's going on? And then I looked at UK and it was the same thing. If I look up Australia, because I know a decent amount of you guys are Australian, let me just look it up right now. Australia, I see a cheeky New Zealand one in there, and I can see a colour scheme. So okay, I see blues and greens, but it's still nothing like the New Zealand one. Like the New Zealand ones, you just put New Zealand COVID posters and it screams. So I'm just like wondering, and I'd love to know where you are, what the government is doing to help, or if they're not being very helpful where you're at. I'd love to know. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned earlier, or maybe it was in the previous vlog, I find watching the news extremely stressful, and for a long, long time I haven't watched it. A lot of people might think that's irresponsible, but I remember hearing, and I think it might have even been Jenny Mustard here on YouTube back when I was watching heaps of her like fashion minimalism videos, talking about how if you need to know something, it will often find its way to you anyway. And so often I would be sitting down and watching the news, and in New Zealand, like the first main segment is maybe 20 minutes. It was also sad, and yes, it's important to know what's happening around the world, but you kind of have to protect yourself a little bit too. There's so many things that I felt like I couldn't help with, and it would make my emotional level go down, and I just need to, you know, be careful. I mean, especially with the world of social media, there's so much information out there anyway, and I find that the things that are happening that really need to be told, I find out anyway via social media. I don't know, you can leave your thoughts below. Just for me, the news is a place which makes me feel really, really bad, and I'm not trying to discredit or ignore what's happening in the world. I find out through other means, but hopefully you get what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to go sit down and keep reading. This vlog is another massive one that's uploading, and it still has an hour left, so that's quite a while. Dessert for you, baby.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hey everyone, guess what? I finished it pretty much in one sitting. I had a break for dinner. And my sister, the serial killer, was a, hang on, where's the lighting at? Was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Fast paced, massive triggers obviously for death, but also like false accusations, like murder. There's a decent amount of gore. It's set in a hospital, so if that's a setting that might trigger you, just be aware of that. I have to say, the ending was a little bit anticlimactic for me. I was kind of really waiting for something oof to happen, but I did really enjoy having Corrie's perspective, because I really felt her frustration at everyone around her, but the ending of the book left me frustrated because I didn't feel like things were resolved for Corrie. But I think it is a cool story about, you know, sisters sticking together. It's like the horror version of Frozen. Yeah, It's like Frozen, but with a serial killer as a sister. So I am probably going to end the vlog there, team. I have managed to finish The Gunslinger, which I've given 3 stars, 3.5 stars. Pretty cool. I've got a feeling that this book is quite memorable, so it'll stick with me for a while. And then I've just finished this one, which I will give 4 stars. All right. I'm going to shower and we're going to watch the COVID news, and you will see me tomorrow morning. Bye guys. Enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures, and I'll see you in the next video.